there, wrestling fans! Welcome to episode 97 of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third. And now introducing to the mic my partner in crime from the top of Middleman, all 50 states, from the dark side of the little wonder world to now for you to you front of your cameras here. It's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going?
Not too much, man. Not too much. Well, Geeky, happy Sunday, everybody, by the way.
Happy Sunday. Happy Extreme Rules, everybody.
Yeah, happy Extreme Rules, too.
Yeah.
And let me introduce the guest, big guy.
Go ahead.
Okay, wrestling fans, let's give a roar. Dudes at Ringside welcome to Megan Mason, the Red Right Hand.
Hey, Ringside Crew.
What's going on? Thanks so much for coming on, by the way.
Welcome.
Of course. Here I am. It's Extreme Rules Day. I love anything with extreme rules, so I'm glad to be here.
Right. So, if our international fan base is not familiar with, I don't know why, introduce yourself.
So I'm Megan Mason, the Red Right Hand. I work predominantly in the New York, New Jersey area. Right now, my main promotion is Victory Pro Wrestling. You can find them on YouTube. You can find a lot of my matches on YouTube. I've been working for 4 years and hopefully many more.
Awesome. So
who trained you?
I've trained a lot of different places. Right now, I really attribute a lot of what I've learned over the past 2 years to the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy. There, I've trained with Brian Myers, Pat Buck, Eric James, Aaron Rourke even was a trainer there for a time. And yeah, countless others that are there. So very much thank that school for my training.
Awesome. Geek?
I said, you said who trained you already.
Oh, you always have your other after that question, Geek. Come on.
All right. So what was your first match like in front of a crowd?
My first match in front of a crowd, I actually did 2 matches in one night. I had a triple threat match with Candy Cartwright and Nikki Adams. And then I followed that up with a Royal Rumble match where I was the only girl in the ring. So it was very interesting. It was a packed out crowd. It was definitely a learning experience, say the most.
Whoa!
So,
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Megan Mason sending dudes at ringside all the magic, girl. Thank you. Oh, God, Megan. Look what you doing.
Look at that.
What am I doing?
Yo, you just
What are you
sent us
doing?
all.
You said-
Megan, the right hand magic. Can you see
Mother
the
Endless
screen?
sent some magic right here. Mother Endless magic.
Oh my gosh, Mother Endless magic. We just got like how many followers just popped into the thing?
Like now
like,
I
wait.
see the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new followers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Megan.
much. Wow.
Thank you guys for having me here.
That was the red right hand magic right there. Whoa.
Hopefully, if they're following you guys, they go follow me. My Instagram's Megan Breaks Faces. My Twitter is Megan Mason CAP.
That's awesome. Definitely go follow her. Give her a follow. Go check her matches on YouTube. She's a great wrestler. Like for
Great worker. Yeah.
As an athlete like myself, like what kind of training do you do to keep yourself in like shape for the ring?
I predominantly do weightlifting. I've definitely like been trained in bodybuilding mostly, so I kind of tweak that to have a little bit more cardio in there. But I love lifting weights, so that's mostly what I do.
Have you ever
Also
gone to
getting in a ring, but yeah, anytime you're in a ring, you're working out, so that's good.
Have you ever tried to throw in swimming in with the workout too?
When I was younger, I used to swim constantly. Unfortunately, I go to one of the gyms that don't have a pool, so can't do that right now, but I do love to swim when I can.
I swim with Special Olympics, so that's why I always say, "Do you swim?" Like it's like my first. Or bowling's a good workout too. You lifting up that big bowling ball and just throwing it.
Yeah, I love bowling. I actually like rediscovered bowling last year, and I love it. I now go every once in a while.
That's my other sport, Special Olympics and bowl. Even though I stick to swimming better because I'm like my nickname in the pool is the piranha. I tear it up. Okay. Is there ever like any place in the world you would like to wrestle and travel to like vacation or wrestle?
Really everywhere. I mean, like, as far as the United States, like, I have goals of like going to the South and everything, because there's a lot of hardcore roots in the South. But also like I love all the wrestling that's going on in Florida right now. Internationally, I love the UK. A lot of the promotions that are in the UK are really alluding to me. I hope to go there eventually.
Mhm.
And Japan. Like most wrestlers, I would love to tour Japan sooner or later.
Mm. Is it
Yeah.
Stardom?
So any of our Stardom would be awesome.
Stardom.
Yeah.
That's one of the big ones over there. That
Yeah,
every wrestler we have on the podcast always says, "I want to go Stardom. I want to go Stardom." I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
"Yep."
Yeah.
Stardom's an amazing promotion. I would love to work with them. I mean, any women's promotion, I definitely am a big advocate of all women's promotions. I think they're so great. But even, intergender promotions, I'm fine with. So, really, anywhere that will have me, I will go.
Mm.
Liberty
Yeah,
Pro too is another one.
yeah, I was about to say, Megan, we're gonna have the owner at the end of October. Would you be willing would you mind if I name drop you to the owner?
You can name drop me to anybody. My name's available.
All right, no, I'm just wondering. Ask the guest before I say anything because I'm gonna look like Geek's gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna look like Chris Jericho when I have that show. The whole section of that whole interview is gonna be me naming wrestlers from different states.
Just name
Like,
dropping everybody.
I'm gonna be name dropping every woman wrestler we've ever had. On the podcast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just me going. Hold on, New York. Okay, Megan Mason.
It's gonna be like you ever see that Ryan Reynolds movie Just Friends?
Yeah, I love that
And
movie.
the scene where he's like talking to the
Yeah.
friend and he's like name dropping like 5 different people and she's like, "Okay, Hollywood."
That's gonna be me.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna be like, "All right, come on, Panther, come on."
man. He like I it's funny, the Greek god, like he was joking me during the show and he called me sexy panther. And then he's girl Joe's like, how do we keep getting all these female guests? I'm like, well, if you know, I'm the sexy panther.
They
And
just see Panther in the name. They're like, "All right, that's the sexy Panther."
I do the jig and I start doing the Austin Powers thing, and then all the girls are like,
You just got that mojo.
but you just walk over like, okay, there's a podcast. I'm just here. I don't care about anybody else. This podcast. Let's talk. Okay, let's go. So, is there anybody in the indies that you're like frothing at the mouth to get to after seeing him on like YouTube and stuff like that?
My main goal right now is to get in the ring with Mickey Knuckles and or Kennedy Copeland. They've been doing a lot down in Jersey at H2O. They've been tearing it up, and they've really been, the main two women there right now for a while.
Yep.
And Mickey Knuckles is a hardcore pioneer in her own right. So definitely want the opportunity to be across the ring from either one of them, even if it's at the same time or separately. I want it.
We're actually
There's-
having Kennedy Copeland on our podcast. That's another guest. I got chills when you said it. I was like, damn it. I messaged her and she didn't message. We got Kennedy, but we didn't. Mickey Knuckles didn't get back to us, and I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted because she's
Mickey's been tearing it up right now, so she's probably super busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's amazing. I mean, like, I definitely admire them both so much. They both have shed blood in that building, and I want to be right there with them, shedding some blood, getting bloody, tearing it up.
we'll definitely
Yeah.
tell Kennedy about you.
Kennedy and I are friend-ishes. I definitely want to punch her in her face, but we're friendly for now.
Yeah. Well, we'll
There has to
mention
be a
it.
paycheck involved if I'm going to punch her in her face, so she's safe for now.
There's some other matches. You ever hear of Davian or?
Yeah, Davian and I used to be a tag team as part of the Endless in WSU.
Wow. So
Yeah.
Billy Starks. There's would be a good you versus Billy Starks would be a good match too.
Yeah, yeah. I really, any man, woman, child, baby, I will wrestle if there's money involved. So, definitely don't want to be back on the hard streets of Long Island. I definitely want money in my pocket and blood on my hands, so I'll fight anybody.
Geek, she even means dudes at ringside. But I'd be like, oh,
You don't
sorry.
want you don't want to piss
Listen, if
her
I
off,
were
so.
handed an envelope and the name said "dudes at ringside," it might have to happen. All right,
She's taking it.
if there's enough
She's
money
taking
involved,
it.
I'm taking that.
Geek would throw me in the ring. I'll be standing there like, yeah, we're going to do this. What? And then he pushes me over the top. I'm like,
I'm
Joe's
just thinking
somewhat
of like, I'm thinking of that one WrestleMania match where it's Braun Strowman versus the Saturday Night Live guys.
oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking that's you guys. They're gonna just throw you in at me, and I'm just gonna tear you apart.
Yeah.
No,
Geek is
it's
mean.
like
He'll push me over the top rope because I'm an athlete. So, and my more than half of my sister's friend, one of my sister's friends, he was trained to wrestle. So here we go. Short story. When I went to Central Islip High School, my sister did plays, and her friend had me do a stunt with him off the stage, and I'm about 5'1" now. I think I was probably like maybe shorter when I was a kid. Of course I was. He flipped me over into the tombstone. He's like, tuck your head when I jump off the stage. So he jumped off the stage into a tombstone and landed on his feet. I didn't even feel anything. And he's like, just
Wow.
off the stage and I'll ease you down and I'll cross your arm. Just lay there like you're done. So he jumped off the stage and I went down and I closed my eye. I didn't feel anything. I just felt like, he's just laying me down like a little baby going to bed. And all the girls just ran off the stage.
Oh my god.
And I just was like, what's
If
up, guys?
only the tombstones I took felt like that.
I was scared because I felt when you fall, you hear that wind hit the sides of you, like,
Yeah.
that's all I felt. And I didn't even hear it. Now I would have felt like or it felt I was just like, I just felt like the thud of his leg, my hands, I felt the front of my arms hit the ground. That's all I hit. Oh, we got our friend in the chat.
it's our buddy right there.
Oh,
Oh, Papa Dank.
It's the
what's
Dank.
up, Papa Dank? Yeah. Going back on what you were saying, I don't know if you agree with this as a short person, but as somebody that's short, I like being close to the ground. Anytime I'm up at an elevation or somebody's picking me up, it's not a happy place for me. I like beating people down on the mat for that reason alone, because I hate being picked up. I hate being up in the air. I'm not gonna be a high flyer. You might see me on the top rope once in a while, but it's not a common thing for me.
Yeah, like as anybody has always asked me, because my grandfather was a grapple heel, and they're like, oh, I bet you, Joe, you would try to toss me because Rey Mysterio is like my hero in the ring. Next to my grandfather's number one than Rey Mysterio, and I say to people, I do more what my grandfather did because he was more of like a grapple style. I would just stick to grappling, like you do. I would do that more than jumping off the top rope and Hurricane Rana, and I would try to knock you out before I flip you over.
Yeah, I mean, like, I very much reserve like top rope flippy stuff for like last ditch effort. It's a very rare occurrence for me. Once in a blue moon. Most of my matches, you're gonna see me on the mat. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
away from
it's like Joe was actually. I was going to go back to this where I said, you were telling us taking us both out, right? So I was going to say, Joe actually learned from an independent wrestler how to take a table bump. So there you go.
Yeah, I got caught by a guy from California. It says, whenever you go through the rope top, the table, Joe, always tuck your chin.
you always want to tuck your chin taking
wants you to
anything.
hit
That's
you.
one of the first things they show you.
Yeah.
I would love to hit Silky Smooth with a chair or barbed wire or glass or anything that would hurt him in a deep, deep level. He has cost me now, I believe it's 3 matches, two or 3 matches.
The Rumble too. Don't forget the Rumble.
Yeah, so like I think I'm including that in the 2-3 matches. So, I want to hurt him very badly.
You need to talk to the commissioner about like fighting Silky in a match, like an intergender match.
I mean, we've seen how my talks with the assistant to the commissioner go. So I don't know if the commissioner is going to necessarily listen to what I have to say now. I will be standing in the ring asking for what I want until I get it. So they'll have to negotiate with me eventually. But as far as me demanding things, we'll see how it goes from here out.
You know what you should do? When you get another match or if they don't make it a cage
Papa Dank
match, we
says 3
should
times,
try
by
it.
the way.
Here we
He
go.
said
Three
3
times.
Here we go,
It
baby.
was 3
3
times.
The next time Geek and I attend a VPW show, we'll plan it out. If you could let the company let us stand by the ring, we could be your managers and watch it back. We'll be the enforcers.
You'll
You're
just be
gonna have-
stopping Silky from costing me number 4.
I'll
Yeah.
grab him by the legs, Geek. You grab him by the arms, and we'll throw him.
We'll see what the commissioner and everybody else has in mind for me now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just
We'll see.
ready to fight no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any merch anybody could get yet, or you just have?
I am in the process of setting up an online store. It's not ready yet, but as of right now, I do have my face breaker shirts. There should be pictures on my Instagram of them, and I'll post them again later. And I do have a bunch of 8x10s. I'll post pictures of those as well. Most of my stuff, if you email me, I will pay for the shipping out of pocket and send it to you. I also sell them at shows, but I should have like the eShop up soon.
Do you have stickers or you don't have stickers yet?
I do have stickers. I have some Facebreaker stickers. Right now, I'm kind of working on transitioning from my old moniker, which is the Facebreaker, into the Red Right Hand. So a lot of my merch is getting rebranded right now. And I'm working on getting it online and digital for my international fans and everything. So we'll see what happens.
We have stickers. Geek doesn't have them on the desk, right? Probably not.
I think I have one of your stickers.
Oh,
I
you
believe
do?
I was
I was
given a
like-
sticker.
Yeah, you already got. I was gonna say if you want to do a trade.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna,
You
I was
guys
gonna
can
say
definitely get some Facebreaker stickers.
At the end of the
Yeah,
show,
probably.
I'll send you our addresses so you can get a fun.
Yeah.
This is gonna make you want to send this is right here is gonna make you want to send me a sticker even more.
Oh, yeah.
I got one from Jesse Nolan right there.
Joe,
I
Joe,
got-
you actually. I was gonna say you cut me off of right before. I was gonna say
Keep talking.
we were gonna have Karen on the podcast. If you could say something to Karen now the floor is open.
I think I've said everything I want to say to Karen. She does owe me a rematch, so that she should already know. I am going to break her limb by limb unless I am pulled off of her, which will have to happen, I'm sure, with the New York Commission. Yeah, I think that's it. I want to hurt her very badly. It's something that I just think about all the time. Just how I can make the VPW fans happy, and then like how can I hurt Karen, and they kind of go hand in hand. So yeah, and yes, Papa Dank, you can get a sticker. Everybody can get stickers. I'm kind of giving them out at this point. If you have small children, tell them to come get a sticker from me. I love giving them out.
That's my favorite thing now. Like whenever we encounter a wrestler or have a wrestler that has stickers, I'm like, can we do a sticker trade?
It's not a super fancy sticker. It's just my logo printed on a sticker. It's not like reflective or waterproof or anything. It's just a normal sticker.
Papa Dank gave me stickers at the last show. If we could see that.
I actually just I'm looking for stickers right now because I just got a holder for all my 8x10s and it's just like a plain black folder thing. So I'm trying to add stickers to it to make it very individual. Yeah, you guys have great stickers.
Yes.
No, these are his. No, those
are Dank stickers.
Papa Dank.
Yeah. I believe I have a Papa Dank sticker sitting somewhere.
These are our stickers. I'll show you. These are ours.
Oh, there's his son. His son just popped into the chat, Geek.
His son just back.
I would show you guys my stickers, but they're in the car because I'm always
prepared. Those are our stickers,
cool.
right?
Those are lit.
This art from a friend,
say?
a fan of ours from Canada. He did our logo. His name is Joe Alphabet. Very cool guy.
He's a Papa Dank stickers.
It's Brandon.
Everybody's got to get the Papa Dank stickers.
Yeah. He wants to make clips of this episode right there. He's probably, if he made a clip, that'd be like, that's a clip.
That's going to be the advertisement right there.
Yeah. Making Jason say, you got to get Papa Dank stickers.
We're going to be watching cable one day and it's going to be like, get your Papa Dank stickers now.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Marketing.
We're giving you a lot of free marketing right now.
He's like,
we're helping you out. We're helping you out. So there you go.
You ain't got to do nothing. Geek said.
They promote for us. We promote for
Geek,
them.
send the
There you
clip.
go.
He wants that clip, geek.
Yeah. Well, here
What?
here goes the cool question. This is the fun side of dudes at ringside right now. So what's your favorite food?
Favorite food. Right now, I'm on a ramen kick. I want ramen like most days, all the time.
Hmm. Geek.
All right. So what is it like working with Mother Endless? If you want to explain that.
Mother Endless is a interesting person. I definitely know like the longer I'm away from her, the less I feel that connection. But when I'm around her, it's like she can read my thoughts or something. Like it's very it's like we have a singular mode where we're a unit, and it's like I know what she wants and I know I need to do it.
Hmm.
Um, I've been a part of the Endless since its inception, pretty much. Um, and I still carry like that mark that appears when she's around. So it's I love working with her because I have that connection to her. But it's definitely weird. Like the longer I'm away from her, I'm kind of like, what is this? It's something supernatural. I have to say, she's got some sort of voodoo or something she's used on me. I
Hmm.
I know it.
That
For,
was so
for the
funny.
fans
Like,
for the fans that don't know about Mother Endless, like you will find out on Halloween.
oh yeah, trust me,
when she
fans.
comes
This
when she when she comes on the podcast on Halloween.
when
So
you watch this episode, fans, you will know about the legendary Mother Endless. That voice, as my dad, I was trying to explain to my dad because my dad, he's like, "What does she look like?" And I showed him. He's like, my dad just stared at her for 10 minutes, just like,
The strangest thing is I still haven't seen her true form. She's very secretive, and I think it's for a purpose. I mean, she has a clear purpose on everything she does. And she is a leader in so many ways. She knows how to get what she wants from people. So, and she is very violent, which I've always
"Hmm,
agreed with her on. So, she's interesting. She's a very, very interesting figure, and I think anybody who sees her just knows that she's very individual. There's nobody like her.
yeah." I actually, when we before we filmed that episode, I actually watched a few things that kendo stick. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, don't want to be on the other end of that kendo stick. She looks like she swings it like Babe Ruth in the ninth. Like, whoo.
Part of the endless compound is like the beatings. Like if you're not doing what you need to do as part of the endless, that you're gonna get that kendo stick. You're gonna know what it feels like. Part of training to be a part of that group is getting beatings and giving beatings. So
Ooh.
it's definitely a trial by blood.
Mm, there we go, geek.
go ahead, Joe.
um, so we uh we were talking about before we were live. Where like what do you collect? Anything fun?
I don't really have any real collections because, like I said, I'm from the streets of Long Island. I have a paycheck now. I get money for fights now. I used to only fight to survive, so I kind of have a few things. I have some pops of like Pennywise. I kind of collect those. I have like this one's right here. I have the huge Pennywise. This was gifted to me.
That was cool.
It looks at me in the middle of the night. It's great. Um, yeah, I don't really have a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, not a big collector. I kind of have like this and another Jason poster that I collected. Um, but I'm kind of a minimalist. I haven't had a lot, so I'm not gonna keep a lot now.
With me, I have a lot of Ghostbusters random stuff. And on my desk, if you can see the opposite side right now, I have my Zack Ryder thing. I have my wolf guy, my little dragon that sits on top of my everything plug. A Yankee little Hummer with ice cream, and I have a Long Island Ducks one too. That's my fun memory of living on Long Island.
Yeah,
And
like I think the main thing I collect is kind of like horror movies. Like if I like a horror movie, I will have it on Blu-ray or DVD. So I have all the screams. I have a few DVDs of documentaries about Scream. I have Evil Dead the reboot. I have all the Resident Evil movies. I have all the Friday the 13th movies. I have a few of the what was the other ones that I have? Did I say Friday the 13th?
I
I
think
have those. Yeah, so just kind of collecting what I watch as I watch it.
hmm. So yeah, like my favorite one has to be out of all those movies as a kid because I love the Friday the 13th and stuff like that. But as a kid, as a teen, I was obsessed with Nev Campbell, so Scream would always touch my heart because
Definitely.
that movie.
I,
Even though my favorite line in the whole movie is "Man, you stabbed me, man, you stabbed me too."
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have this tattoo. So
Oh,
it's kind of like a play off of the Scream 4 poster.
oh yeah.
wow.
But my artist really like added the moon, added all the shading, added the hilt. It's my favorite piece that I have so far. Probably will remain my favorite piece forever.
Now we know why she has the knife. I always thought it was something like
Yeah, a lot of people just see the knife. They don't see the face in the knife. So I've actually had like interactions where I was in my shoot job and somebody saw it as I was pointing somewhere and they grabbed my hand and they go, "What is that? A knife? What are you going to stab somebody?" And I was like, "Yeah, you if you don't let go."
Yeah,
security.
basically your hands are like knives, basically.
It's like, "You are going to feel pain if you do not unhand me."
I'd be like, security, get this guy off me, or he's losing a limb.
I mean, I don't really need security. I can
You're
handle it.
security. Yeah.
So what was it like working with Lady Frost in a steel cage?
It was a really eye-opening experience for me. I have never trained at any professional MMA style or kickboxing or anything like that. I know a lot of people on that show did have some sort of professional background. Um, so going into it, I actually did take that booking thinking that I was gonna have this like steel cage, no holds barred, steel chair, table, all the things that happen in steel cages, that kind of match. And I was really hoping to make it very hardcore. But then I was greeted with, I need a corner man. I need to have like rules in place. I'm not allowed to hit certain moves because they're not in that MMA style. So it was definitely very different for me. I do want to learn more about it so that next time that I'm across the ring from Lady Frost in that cage, I can kind of get her a little bit more than I did this time. So definitely want to learn more about it. But it was interesting, and she is a hard hitter. I give her a lot of props for that match. I could not get my hands on her. She's very quick. And like I said, the rules definitely created a disadvantage for me, I believe, but I'm not going to keep it a disadvantage. I'm definitely going to learn more about it.
Yeah, we saw that match being promoted, and Geek was like, "Whoa, look at Megan Mason's fighting Lady Frost," and I was like, "What?" And then I looked, I was like, "Oh my gosh, wow!" Do those guys only do shows one time a year, or like they have like a bunch going
Um,
on?
they had like one like a month or two ago, and then this month they had one. I don't know if they have an exact schedule of when they're running shows. I think they kind of just slowly put together a card and then announce a date.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh God, Geek, no.
Oh no, we lost Geek.
Oh God, I think Mother got him. Too many dumb
She
questions.
heard her name. She knew she had to snatch somebody.
She'll come back and it'll just be her saying, "What you guys keep that?" And I tried to explain to my dad. I was like, Mother Endless's voice is just like if Siri was pissed. So like I told my dad, he was like, "Really?" I'm like,
She has a very striking
"Yeah."
voice. It
And
is definitely something unlike I've ever heard before.
and also with her, also she her her theme song. As I said, I grew up in Central Islip. That theme song would be a banger in the hood. In the hood. Her theme- Have you ever listened to the words for a song? That
I can't say I have.
I was listening to it and I had to like I was just like, what? It has that beat to it. It has her talking on it, and then it comes up with these weird lines from the beginning of a movie. and then it goes ding, 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 and then it has her talking, and it's like I told my dad, it's like she's freestyling. It's like she's freestyle rapping, but she's just telling a story.
Don't let her hear you say that she freestyled. I don't think she would appreciate that.
Your little panther is gonna turn into a rug.
You're gonna get the.
You get that kendo
You
stick.
said what? And I'm like
You
nothing.
You're gonna be surrounded by a bunch of strangers in an alley one day, and they're gonna be like, "This is for mother."
Ow, 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 ow. Take this. Be like, oh, really, huh? Remember, I was raised in the mean streets of Penn Central Islip. And Central Islip's not a fun place to get raised, but I did it. I did it. I survived.
I mean, I know I used to spend a lot of time in Bayshore, so if it's anything like Bayshore, then yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Joe acts all tough, but then he's always the one calling for help.
Next time he's in trouble, I'm gonna go call Megan. Where are you?
Megan, where are you? Need your help right now. Some guys are bothering me.
Number for Megan. I have to use the Instagram phone. Hello, who is this? You know who this is, but this is the dude that rings that bitch. No.
Just gonna hang up. I'm just gonna hang up.
Yikes! Yikes! I already envied you guys. Got too much. Too much of me.
You're gonna just be like, how much money?
What Geek? What else? What else?
Here we go. Did you catch the AEW pay-per-view or no?
No, I did not catch the pay-per-view. I kind of sporadically watched like Dark and Dark Elevation. And I was starting this past week's episode of Dynamite, but I didn't finish it. I just got through Omega versus Danielson. Yeah.
Who was there?
Awesome match. I was there.
I can't believe they opened the show with that match. It was really cool to watch. I definitely have to rewatch it. I'll probably just like restart the episode. And then get through all the other matches that was on that card.
I get to see all the Cap guys wrestle on Dark, which was awesome. And I texted Joe and I'm like, Eric James, TJ Crawford, and Mr. Tibbs are all on Dark, and BSK as well. And he's like, what?
Yeah, my favorite thing is I believe it was Taz. He said that he said one day on Dark, he was like, Creative Pro, the unofficial training academy for AEW. Because there's so many Creative Pro guys in AEW, and there's always more. There's so much talent coming out of that building. It's like they can't sign them quick enough.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy.
I was hoping for you to be on Dark, but
I mean, hopefully in the future. I've still got a couple more appearances that I gotta do first, and I gotta get to that level. So we're grinding there.
I think you've already hit that. I think you already hit that stride. Like the match that I saw you in, I was just like, once again, as I said before that appearance, I was at my first ever VPW show. I didn't even know who you were until I saw the poster. I'm like, who's this girl with the cool makeup on and the hand, like the pose you did in the picture? And then I saw your match. I'm like, Geek, you know what? I really like. I think the dudes at ringside found a new home at VPW. I think you're going to start seeing more us at the VPW shows than anything else.
Well, actually, you mean us. You mean me.
I live in Pennsylvania. When I'm able to travel and get out to Long Island, the Panther will be in full-fledged, be there, collar up and everything, and approaching Johnny Collins' table going, peasant?
Aren't Panthers fast? Can't you just zoom here?
I would have been. I'm a little panther. I don't run that fast, but I'm almost there. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, VPW is a home to me, so I definitely appreciate you guys finding that a home for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Joe never comes.
I'll be there. Don't worry.
Come on, Joe. You got to be there when I win the title. So you gotta find out when I'm having that match.
You're definitely gonna be Karen. Definitely.
I'll definitely be there.
Karen has it coming. All right. So
you have to do that moment in the ring where
and you gotta take it to. We said this before, but you gotta take it to Silky. You gotta knock him out.
I assume he's gonna like start having a conniption once I pin her. So he'll have to come in and try to get in my face again while I have a heavy metal championship in my hand and see how that works out for him.
And then I think the assistant and Fulton have it coming too.
I mean, Fulton, I haven't spoken to. He's kind of been working through his assistant. So if his assistant is speaking for him, I'm assuming we're not cool right now.
And
Yeah.
Brandon wants to pick up Silky.
I will beat up Silky for you, for me, for every BPW fan. I will beat
The
him
dudes
10
at
times
ringside.
over. For the dudes at ringside as well. I will beat him so hard to a pulp. Just I gotta get my hands on him first.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get back. If there's a show in November, I sound like I was Boston right now. I'm not even from Boston. When I come back, I'll come and we'll all go to have a fun show and stuff like that. And,
Yeah. When I get the November date, I'll probably message it to you guys just so that you guys can make your plans in advance.
oh yeah, I'll definitely come out and we could have a fun pizza party. Got dudes at ringside. We're like the pizza. We're a pizza taco podcast. We like our pizza. We like our tacos. We like our gyros.
So funny story. I used to volunteer for a period of about 3 years. And all they will feed you as a volunteer is pizza. And seeing as though I was on the streets at the time, I would eat the pizza. Now I eat pizza maybe once or twice a year. I really I've eaten it so many times it's kind of dead to me. The only pizza that I actually enjoy is Imperial Pizza in Lindenhurst.
Okay, remember that, geek. Write that down. You gotta get a
Yeah,
pie.
Imperial Pizza in Lindenhurst. It's the best pizza on Long Island, certified by Megan Mason.
We gotta write that
Br-
down, geek. So whenever you come back to the show, you have to go to Lindenhurst and get Imperial's pizza, and then bring the pie to her. Make sure the pie's nice and hot. So you don't get killed.
You got to make sure it's fresh out of the oven from Lindenhurst, even though you're in Center Reach.
You leave the heat on in the car. Dude, it's so hot in here. Joe, shut up.
If Silky tries and cheats, I'll beat him with the camera, he says.
I appreciate having you on my side there because, every time Silky's coming up and going up against me, it's him and Karen, and then I'm just me. So I'm kind of outnumbered here.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Has
You
a
know,
fan
ally. That's what you need.
I need several allies. I need to be outnumbering Karen and Silky.
Has a fan ever made you anything like pictures, pops, anything?
Yeah, I had a fan from India send me a hand drawing that he made of me, which is really cool. I'm hoping I did message him to ask him if I could make it into shirts and things because it is so amazing. I did want to share with all my fans. What else? A lot of fans of BPW will make signs for me, which I really appreciate. One fan made a sign, Megan is next champ, which is true. So I appreciated
Definitely.
that one. Yeah, I mean, there's been a few things that I've been given by fans. I always appreciate anything that's given to me. I don't exactly ask for it because, why would I do that? But it's always nice knowing that somebody had a thought about me and gives me something like that.
Yeah. That was cool.
I'm calling it right now and make a prediction. You and Johnny Collins are going to win the title.
I mean, as of right now, there's no match announced for me for the next show. I'm kind of at this point with VPW where I'm there every month. I'm ready to fight every month. What they're gonna give me is what they're gonna give me. I'm always there. I'm always in my gear, ready to go. So something's got to happen eventually, and they just have to watch the footage back. Iamoto rematch, fair and square. Both times that I lost were under Karen's rules, not Victory Pro Wrestling rules. So Iamoto rematch. That's plain and simple.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You and the Shook crew as well.
Yeah.
If you have to go, Megan, we totally understand.
I'm still here.
Okay.
All right, dude, we
I
want to
had
hold you
one
up.
person coming in whispering, and I was like, I can't do two conversations at once.
No, we always welcome family members and loved ones. It's all good. We love everybody coming on our show. And pets. Like, do you have any pets? Our mod didn't say anything today. I'm shocked.
My cat is staring at me.
You could bring her on the panel.
Yeah, my cat has some input about how I'm gonna beat up Karen.
Have your throw your cat at me.
Yeah, that's the backup I should bring next month.
Oh gosh.
I have a pit bull too, so. But I don't usually try to sick her on people because she's actually a nice pit bull. So.
Jump on and they start licking their face, and then you just grab the arm. 1, 2, 3. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. I
Yeah,
did
my
it.
dog would be better at showing care and love than hate. So.
Okay, geek. What else?
Go ahead, Joe.
Have you ever created yourself in any of the WWE 2K games?
No, I actually like whenever I used to play those games, I used to always make like just random characters, like my own characters made up. Yeah, it's weird. I usually make like dude characters just because like they have different powers and things. Oh, it looks like we got a fan question
Oh yeah, we
in the
do.
chat. How long have I been wrestling? About 4 years now, going on 5 in January. I'm very thankful for my 4 years that I've had so far.
Thanks
Favorite
so much
music?
for coming
Hmm?
Favorite type of music and favorite bands?
Favorite type of music? Pop punk, I would say.
Pop punk.
I like Asking Alexandria. I like Sleeping with Sirens, things like that. I also am a big Halsey fan. Don't tell anybody.
in.
Yeah.
What is our recording? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, I think he's asking my wrestling record.
Oh,
My wrestling record is on Cage Match. Unfortunately, part of my record is that I've been hit in the head and the face and every other limb many, many times. So I don't remember my win-loss record, but it is on Cage Match if you look up Cage Match Megan Mason.
that's cool. So glad he came in. We were just hanging out talking. It's like we had this thing, like we had a female wrestler from England named Kaya that was so nervous before the show, and I just did like the big brother, big little brother, or Grandpa Joe as I call myself. I was like, Kaya, don't be worried. Just pretend like we're at a pizza place talking shop, talking about wrestling, something you love. And that's what Dude That Ringside podcast is like.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
hang
an
out.
open book, so really any questions you got, random wrestling, anything. Oh,
What is your wrestling name?
my wrestling name is the Red Right Hand, Megan Mason. I almost just mispronounced my last name. It's fine.
Because there was another one I looked up. There's a lady that has like the makeup on her, like she has like she almost looks Asian, and she's like looking into the camera, like
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. We forgot to mention this, Joe.
what?
We had a witch on our podcast. They called themselves the Covenant.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was saying to her, I was like, there's another stable called the Endless. So I was like, it would be interesting to have the Covenant and the Endless go at it against each other.
And she said she's like, bring them on. I want to take their energy away. I was like, ooh.
I don't know if that would be a wrestling match. I think that would be like a just a witch fight. I don't know if you could really catch it on camera. It would just be like wind and fire and stuff going on. There really wouldn't be any. I don't think there'd be any rest holds in that.
It would be like what's it called? What's that game the kids all like to play with the dice? Oh my god. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Like Dungeons and Dragons. Okay.
They'd just be sitting there like exchanging cards and trinkets and things. I don't know.
Yeah. Be like D&D. Yep. Like D&D. It's like, okay, hold on. Okay. I throw fireball. Like I
Yeah.
throw
And I know the Endless, like, there are supernatural parts of the Endless, but a lot of that comes from Mother. I mean, a lot of us in the Endless are just followers. So I don't know if she would really necessarily give us any magic to use in that fight. We might be the odd ones out in that fight.
yeah.
She may give you magic to attack the Covenant. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe that's when I'll get the magic rub.
Yeah.
She'll just put some of her evil dust on me, and I'll be magical already.
Just don't turn on us. I'll be like, Geek, run! Why are we running? I don't know.
I'll just pull out the little voodoo dolls from Dudes at Ringside.
Oh, yeah, you saw that? There was I just saw it, freaked out. There's a girl that came on our podcast from England, another British wrestler. Her name is Annabelle, and my friend Joe Alphabet, which did our logo, he drew a picture of Annabelle sitting like in a fake studio with us on each side that she presented us with dolls that she made of us. In the
Oh
pic-
wow,
in the picture, you have to see it. It's on screen. It's
The voodoo
hilarious.
voodoo dolls.
that sounds
Yeah.
scary.
So you said that, and I was just like, "Did
Yeah,
she see the picture on Instagram?"
it's
What is your
it's like an
favorite?
artwork like we have in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those. I think he asked, what is your favorite move?"
Favorite move. I like the classic DDT. It is my favorite, I would say. Nothing beats a good DDT.
Mhm.
I feel like it's an underutilized move. And it's a lot of times done. I'm not gonna say incorrectly, but not with enough impact because like you'll see it used early on in the match.
Mhm.
I've always used it as a finisher, and it's worked for me on quite a few occasions. So, um, but I love Jake the Snake Roberts. I really love all his matches and just his whole gimmick. So, the invention of the DDT is something that I definitely loved, and I love using that move.
Yeah, there was a guest we had
Uh,
on. It was like a few weeks ago, and she uses the DDT, and her DDT the way she drop it, it was like Roberts. The way he like
what's her name? That was right after I came home from the VPW show. We had a
yeah.
guest, Diana Taylor. That was her
And
name.
Diana Taylor, her DDT is just drop. She just drops it just like Jake, like.
Yeah, I'm still perfecting the exact Jake the Snake DDT, but that's like what I emulate really. That's the one I try to use. I also do like a front face DDT. A lot of places call it like the your face here DDT. And that's where I really just take this skull and drive it in the mat. Front facing though, so that's like a variation of it. And I've used like different variations of it. Have any special moves that's unique to you? Um, there's really no way to invent moves these days that I know of. I haven't invented my own moves yet, but I do kind of like use a few things in a different succession of each other. So, um, a lot of times I like to do my big punch in the corner, followed by my front facing DDT because I find that once I punch them in the face, if I give them a front facing DDT, that's usually like a winning combo right there.
Interesting.
Who could you see? Who could you see the endless going up against in a dream scenario? It could be anybody.
Hmm.
Anybody. Like it
I
doesn't have to
think
be.
I think I would find it very interesting if the Endless went against the Shook Crew, because the
Mm.
Shook Crew is a very loud, very modern group, and the Endless is a very like rough and tough old school group. So I feel like our styles would clash.
So
Mother
so,
grabs the
so
goat.
it'd be
Or the Even
so it'd be
Stevens. I love the Even Stevens. Like I love to hate them because they're terrible and they have sweater vests.
No.
But I think seeing all of us in our emo-esque dark makeup and then seeing the Even Stevens in their colorful sweater vest, that would be hilarious.
yeah.
When you beat them out, they go, "Oh no!"
Can you imagine like a dark even Stevens?
I mean, if they get in the ring with the Endless, they'll have to go there.
Would they
So,
be black and red, or would they be red and black, and they have the makeup running down their eyes?
oh my god, we need a maybe when I see them at the next show, I'll just abduct one or both of them and put them in some goth makeup.
That'll be hilarious.
I could tie them up, put them on the podcast for you.
Jeez, just turn the camera on. They're like,
You'll see the makeup, but you'll also see some duct tape on the mouth. Just ignore that. So,
Geek's like, I
it's
am
not
not.
kidnapping if it's not reported. Okay, snitches get stitches.
Geek
Don't
is
say
just like,
nothing.
Geek is like, I don't know nothing. This is recording. No, we're going to jail. Someone's going to jail
What?
tonight.
Who
Who
is?
was the wrestler that you look up to or model yourself after? Um, Mick Foley is a big influence of mine. Because I'm from Long Island. He's from Long Island. He's
Yeah.
a hardcore legend. I wish I could be a hardcore legend. I'm striving to be a hardcore legend. Um, Other than that, I mean, The Undertaker, Triple H for sure. I'm kind of more in that like genre of wrestling that whole time where they were all wrestling each other. Modern wrestlers, I would say like right now, I'm big on a lot of Nick Gage and other hardcore stars. You know, even Cade Lothbrok. Like I originally met him because I had seen him as a fan, and I really wanted to pick his brain on how to transition from being a fan to a worker. And that's because of what I'd seen of him in hardcore wrestling. So definitely, those people that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Definitely still want to see you versus Cade in some type of match.
We'll have to do it. It might be a friend versus friend match, but I hear friends hit harder, so
Yeah.
that'll be fun for everybody.
Why did you guys have to tease us in the Rumble? You guys just going at it in the Rumble, and now there's
I
no
mean,
payoff in it.
we are a long time friends, him and I. So he knows how to get on my nerves. I know how to get on his nerves. I told him I was going to do anything to win that Rumble. He told me he was going to do the same. So we kind of knew that we weren't going to work together. We were going to
Go at each
win
other.
by any means necessary, and that meant beating the crap out of each other. So it's kind of just how it went.
Pretty much.
And then Brandon goes back to cut off their vest. He was talking about even
We
Stevens.
can definitely cut off those sweater vests. All right. It's either a sweater or it's a vest. A sweater vest is atrocious. I want to cover those vests in blood of the Even Stevens and then rip them off their cold dead bodies. Like that's how I feel.
Jason Voorhees style.
Yeah. Just like my poster. Like that'll be one of the Even Stevens faces.
Nope.
What
Got another
advice do you
question.
have for those youngsters who are looking up to take of wrestling when they grow older?
There's always a time to train. I know people who have started training at 40 years old, 50 years old. And then there's others that started earlier. I started training when I was 17. So you really, as long as you put your mind to it and you put in the effort, you can start anytime and you could succeed at any time. You get what you give out of it. And wrestling doesn't owe anybody anything. So you just have to remember to stay humble and keep trying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He stole my favorite questions, like the telling the little kids. We always had that fun question. I always asked, like, if there was a little kid or a little boy, a little girl that came up to you at the show, like, what kind of advice would you give them? But that's a cool thing. I like the fans asking the questions.
Me
Where
too.
did these hang out? Like, this is our dream, Megan, me and Geek, because me and Geek met in college, and people used to tell us that, oh, we talk about wrestling too much and this and that. And now, where are those people at the TikTok sound, that dun dun dun? Where are they now? We're sitting here on the internet talking to professional wrestlers from all over the world, and we are right now. What is it, Geek? 3 days?
Yeah.
Is it 3 days, Geek? 3 freaking days away from 100
Is it? It's
episodes.
not. No, it's Friday.
Oh, Friday. This Friday, we are up to 100 episodes.
You guys need confetti cannons for whenever you say it.
Oh, I do my dance.
Oh, it's in the works. It's in the works right there.
You
don't know what we're You don't know what we're planning.
And if you're not busy,
100.
Yeah, if
100.
you're not busy that Friday, we want you to come back on a panel and hang out.
Of course.
Oh, cool.
Bryce too.
We have some wrestlers already planning to come in. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of Hot Dog Stark.
I can't say I have.
He's a pretty interesting dude. He's a pretty interesting dude. And we have Riley Rocket from Tennessee. She's coming in too to hang out. Just now, if you're not busy, let us. If you said if you want to come in, now you're the third wrestler that confirmed. If you can, we don't want to say yes. Like, guys,
I don't know my exact schedule Friday, but I'll definitely see if I can.
Oh, cool. Right. And if you can't, you can make the video. Even though if you're gonna come in, still you can make us the congratulations video, because Papa Dank made one and his was edited with his logo and that Papa Dank. He's the rank.
I can't say that I have expertise in video editing, because my expertise mostly is like beating people up. But I will give you a unedited video of the Red Right Hand. So
okay,
you don't have to be edited. I'm just saying how funny Papa Dank looked like at the beginning of his show. It was
Very
like
produced. It's great.
very,
Yeah.
He's got to start
Yeah.
editing my videos for me.
yeah. He probably would. He's cool. Or his son may do it.
Yeah.
Watch his son's like, come on, Joe. I'm like, what?
We're just making more work for him.
Yeah. Or you could show him. He's
You-
actually trained to become a wrestler. I don't know if you know that.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that he never crosses my path.
Uh, yeah.
he says that
His Brandon just said he edits everything.
Good, good.
and when I'm by myself at the shows, he's my camera guy. He helps me out.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. If you have any shows to you wanna plug, Megan, before we
Yeah, so October 9th, I'm going to be at VPW over in Center Reach, New York.
Mhm.
It's going to be a big show. I am going to be in the ring requesting a match for the 100th time. I am going to be ready to break faces, break limbs, break people. And we'll see what happens. There's a lot brewing there.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't want that smoke, Megan.
Yeah, Brandon doesn't want this smoke. Listen, if there's a paycheck with your name on it, Brandon, you better run. That's it. Once I get that money, there's no looking back.
Well, what if Papa Dan gets in front of you like, Megan, no, not my son.
I mean, Papa Dank and I go way back, so I mean, I might second guess for a minute, but then I'll just look at the money and probably go in.
He's giving the eyes now.
Listen, just make sure that nobody wants me to wrestle you, because if my name is next to your name with a verses in between, you're going to get bloody and bruised and broken.
He
He's gonna
might.
send you black eye mode. You're like, I need
Dank,
to-"
I'm so glad you still love me after I'm threatening your son. I mean, like, I'm actually encouraging your son to not be threatened by me, because, like, he should just avoid me.
Maybe you could
You-
maybe you could train him so he could join the Endless, and then he'll be the new member.
Listen, I might be persuaded to help Dank's son out. Brandon, you seem pretty cool. I could definitely show you a few things, but definitely don't want to show you too much in case I ever get a paycheck with your name on it. So
He says he wants to go to Cap.
I definitely recommend Cap. To put it in perspective, I learned so much in a short period of time there, and that's why I've really stayed there. They have so much knowledge there, and they have such attention to detail. It is a great school. I'm proudly somebody who's been there, and I want to continue to be there. So it's a good school. I definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. Brandon wanted to fight me at the last show. He's like, "Come on,
We'll
you
just
wanna
have a
fight
podcast versus podcast match.
He,
Oh,
as I
I'm
like
not
to
gonna-
say, Geek always gets mad. His little pit bull wasn't there to back him up. His little Taz. Like, what?
He's like, "You want to fight the cameraman?" And he was inviting me in the ring. I'm like, I'm good.
Geek's like Andre. I'm like Bobby the Brain Heenan of the podcast. I'm the mouthpiece.
Yeah, Victory Pro Wrestling. We keep having people saying that they're gonna hop the guardrail. I have had a few people message me and things and saying they're gonna hop the guardrail, and I don't recommend that. Yeah. Everybody wants to fight Brandon. It's true. Everybody wants to fight you, Brandon. I because I'm close with your dad, I want to say that I don't want to fight you. But it might happen. It might have to happen.
Joe wants to fight Johnny Collins though, so there you
Oh,
go.
I think I'll just put him to sleep. I think I'll just like be like a snake, jump on from behind when he's trying to go after Geek, or trying to attack
When
Dank.
you're the Panther, you should do like some palm strikes, like some like
Oh.
like Kung Fu, like they have like the Panther or the Tiger like style. Like you should like learn that style.
Well, I may try.
I mean, Johnny has his buddies. Who does Joe have? I mean, he has me, but that's about it.
Geek will
I mean,
run.
if there's an envelope, with my name on it, you might have me.
Yeah, I know I probably would. It's funny because now we talk and we met at the last show. I think you take my side because Karen will be like, "Oh, I can't do that, darling." Oh, well, I guess I'm not your friend then. Gotta go. Peace out. Because that day we interviewed you at the show, like we were interviewing you, and then Geek's like, okay, let's run. I'm like, we're not done. We gotta talk to Megan.
It's
We
like
got
when you
both
win
sides of the card that day. It's hilarious.
he's challenging you for the belt if you win it now.
I mean, you'll have to talk to the assistant of the commissioner. I mean, obviously, I'm very close to the assistant to the commissioner. Like, my hand has been right here with his face many times. So, you'll have to speak to him about that match. We'll see if he says yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. If you have to go, Megan, we totally understand because it's a
Yeah,
little.
it is around 9ish. So, I
Yeah.
do think it should be. It's time we're wrapping up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to thank you so much for
Megan.
calling.
We hope to have you on the 100th episode, and we'll hang out and you can meet other wrestlers.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep in touch about being on that episode. I definitely would love to be a part of it. Thank you guys so
Hopefully,
much for having me.
hopefully when you come back, you win the belt and you have gold around there. Yeah.
Yes, I would love to be sitting in this chair, championship on my shoulder. And speaking of things in this chair, this is the new Cade Lothbrock shirt, just so you know. He is selling them, so they are great. Definitely shameless plug right there for him. So yeah. Thank you
It's all
guys for
right.
having me.
We plugged Papa Dank. There you go. On our show. So you
Need
plugged
that clip.
Kate, right?
And one day, gotta get them to meet me. These picture guys, you need to meet me and get this autograph. I have the pen, I have the Sharpie, all ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Always.
Thank you so much for taking the time out, Megan. By the way, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Oh, you too. Bye.
That was fun.
That was awesome. That was a fun interview, Joe. All right.
Now,
Did you have fun?
Geek, you know me. Ever since episode 1, we both impressed each other each episode.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So it's like the countdown is on for Megan to win the belt from Karen.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
only a matter. It's only a matter of time. What?
That was like ever since I first met Megan, I knew that she's a champion.
Yeah.
I get that vibe from her. Like she's gonna be a champion and it's gonna be a long reign. You thought that Karen's reign was long. This one, her reign's gonna be a long title reign.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's gonna be a few months. It's gonna be like a year. It's 2 years, 3 years. Because she's been in the business for 4 years, and like give the woman a title. Stop screwing her out of the title, people. Give her a title.
Every week after week. Jeez.
Yeah, I would be punching GMs in the face too if I was getting screwed out of the title. Come on.
Yeah. GMs and not just GMs, GM assistants.
Yeah, assistants, yeah.
Assistant GMs.
Yeah.
She didn't get to the GM yet.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, so, Geek, you want to do the send off, or you want to?
All right. I'm going to say this. Remember to donate to us. http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. http://streamlabs.com.
Donate to
Donate to Papa Dank as well while you're at it. So
Donate to Papa Dank.
He's also a good guy. So
Our friend.
There you go. Remember, support Papa Dank. Support the dudes at ringside. Follow us. Thanks for all the follows today. And Joe?
Yeah, oh my God. That was like, what, 7? Holy crap.
7.
Well, all right. We will be back here tomorrow with a hippie wrestler, possibly, because I haven't really heard from her all day. But tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I got confused because today is Sunday. So tomorrow we will be here at 8 p.m. with Stormy Renee. Say good night, everybody.